Good morning, class of 2029. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, parents and family members and friends of the class of 2029. It is so great to see you on campus. Exactly. So, one more hour, and you're in middle school. So you probably want my speech to be really, really, really long. No, Bryce? Thanks for the immediate feedback, Bryce. It's good. Families, we are so happy to have you with us today, and so appreciative for the school year we've been able to have. And really, we need to honor and say thank you to two people that, no matter all the years' experience they've had teaching, which are a number, they've never quite had a year like this or last spring. So let's give it up for Miss Xavier and Miss Booth for the amazing job they did carrying this troop through. So I remember many of you getting out of the cars around the circle when you were a lot smaller, when you started your journey at SCH about the same time I did. And I remember greeting you and you walking in, and you were little. I remember seeing you in winter shows in the chapel, Mr. Engelman having to make sure you didn't collapse. I remember seeing you in the Jordan building and in the inn and then going down the street. And it must have been pretty special and pretty almost deja vu to be back in the chapel this morning. And it's going to be so great to send you off to middle school before you return to the inn for upper school. But before you do that, just hopefully in the next hour, you do take time to pause, which I know is hard as a fourth grade boy, and just remember the memories. Remember the people that impacted your lives. You had Miss Allen, you had Miss Pizer, you knew Miss G, Miss Joyce, then you went down to Mrs. Wainwright, Mr. Sherlin, and all the teachers that helped you grow, because you have turned into amazing young scholars. And you are ready now to go to middle school and the adventures and experiences and joy that awaits you. But there's really one important group of people you need to thank before you do that. Because all the experiences you've had to have, the good ones and the tough ones, it's been your families that have been with you. It's been your families that bring you to this school. It's been your families that are there at night when you're happy and when you're sad. So before we move on, I want you all young men to give your parents and your families a huge round of applause. Let's give it up for your parents. Families, friends, thank you for your partnership this year. Back in September and August, many of you had picked dates in the calendar that you thought we would make it to before we had to close. I don't think any of you had June 4th. So congratulations to the lower school, Douglas, and Adam, for making this happen, for bringing this year to reality for you. And thank you, boys, for being such amazing partners in the journey. So I'll stop talking so you can go to middle school. Thank you for coming this morning. Enjoy.
Miss Xavier and I are so excited to be here to celebrate the class of 2029. For some of you, this journey began long ago in pre-K with Mrs. Stutzman. You became trained conductors and dabbled in paper mache as you created your 3D ocean animals.
In kindergarten with Mrs. Pizer and Miss Function, you learned all about empathy with the mitten tree and stewardship with Fridays in the forest. When first grade rolled around, Mrs. Lowry and Mrs. Miles welcomed you, and you trekked through Apple Mountain and ice skated with your big brothers.
And then you marched on to second grade with Miss Allen and Mrs. Ward. You were historians exploring ancient Egypt and serving as members of the jury in the case of the Three Little Pigs. Third grade rolled around and Mrs. Schreiber and Mrs. Stiefenhofer brought you into the fold. You hiked through Valley Forge and tested your courage at Devil's Pool.
And last but not least, fourth grade. You became lower school leaders, balancing life in a pandemic with thoughtfulness and humor. From penning personal narratives and exploring the American Revolution to pitching tents and making fire, you embodied resilience. You represent such a rich and diverse fabric of our community. And this poem honors you and your journey.
We are from East Mount Airy. We are from Endora.
We are from Mount Airy.
We are from Plymouth Meeting.
We are resilient like a tiger with baby cubs.
We are resilient like a soldier in training.
We are resilient like a pilot flying through the Bermuda Triangle.
We are resilient like Jackie Robinson.
Brave, fearless like a lion.
Strong, helpful like a giant with a big heart.
Bouncing back, conquering fears, overcoming obstacles.
Breathing in all the harsh times, landing successfully, and being lion-hearted. We are curious as a fry first swimming out of its egg.
We are curious like a penguin taking its first dive.
We are curious like an eagle hunting for its prey.
We are curious like a deer in the flower bed.
With an urge to explore.
Down to the depths of the ocean.
Trying new things.
Getting into amazing trouble.
We are from celebrating Kwanzaa and lighting the Kinara.
We are from honoring MLK Day and donating to the needy.
We are from Christmas smells and Halloween candy.
We are from Korean Dole on our first birthdays and church on Easter.
From Bridget Eleanor Blake and Brendan Mowers Blake.
From Heather Oliveri and Dimitri DiRienzo.
From Juliet Lee and Andres Fajardo.
From Tanya Carlino and John Bell.
We are from watching baseball and basketball.
We're from going on road trips and playing board games.
We are from playing flag football and traveling to new places.
We are from going down to the Outer Banks and watching Flyers games.
From the do you have homework and are you on the meet?
From the pass the online game and carrots give you better eyesight.
From the Oliver, work hard in school and never give up.
From the life is about choices and you can do anything you put your mind to.
From reading ancestors' journals from the Mayflower on Thanksgiving.
We're from visiting our grandparents on Mondays and Tuesdays.
We are from Hanukkah, Gelt, and Presents.
We are from Hebrew schools on Wednesdays and Sundays.
We are from SEH Day and Spirit Day.
We are from Halloween parades and Thursday assemblies.
We are from Blue and Blue Day and Moving Up ceremonies.
We are from outdoor hikes with Mr. Lament and blue jerseys.
From PE and Chinese.
From new media and science.
From the American Revolution and U.S. government.
From Crossover, the Tiger Rising, and the Fighting Ground.
We are thoughtful like playing with our families.
We are thoughtful like inviting friends over for dinner.
We are thoughtful like Martin Luther King leading marches against discrimination.
We are thoughtful like parents giving you courage when you're down yourself.
Kind, generous, sharing a smile.
Helping, caring, spending time together.
Diverse, thoughtful, fighting through obstacles.
Curious, helpful, competitive.
We are integrity, behaving when others aren't looking.
We are integrity, doing the right thing when no one is watching.
We are integrity, setting a timer when we play video games.
We stand by our words through and through. We are the class of 2029. We are SCH.
Thank you. Good job. Excellent. You may be seated. We had a good rehearsal with this bunch, right there. This is next level over here. Really amazing job, fourth grade, for creating and sharing that special poem with us. So, in order to celebrate you, I've asked your teachers to share a few words that speak to some of your wonderful characteristics as a class. Here we go. The first word is creative. So I think we all had a really fantastic example of that just now. You meet creative projects head on, whether it be in art, writing, or at recess. You will have so many opportunities in middle school to apply your creativity in new ways, and I'm excited to hear about what you'll accomplish over the next 4 years in middle school. You are also a really dedicated class. When given assignments and projects, you work hard until they're completed. You answer questions fully and thoughtfully, making sure to push the conversation forward. I hope that you bring the same level of dedication to your middle school studies, and because if so, your teachers are going to be really thrilled. The third word is adventurous. You are up for trying new things and feel comfortable if you can't do something right the first time. What a wonderful way to approach life. Middle school will offer you so many new adventures, and I hope that you meet each one with your characteristic willingness and enthusiasm. Finally, you are a resilient group. You began this year not really knowing what to expect and have managed the ups and downs with a steadfast work ethic and dedication. Although it was challenging, you've all gained some strength along the way and can always say that you were the leaders of the lower school during the pandemic year. Lower school will miss you, fourth grade, but we are so proud of your leadership and of all of your accomplishments this year. Congratulations.
So now I would like for the first row to stand.
Elijah Adams.
I'm doing the first time, right?
Reginald Banks. Jacob Bell. Bryce Blake. Eli Chang. Hudson DiRienzo. Grant Dunbar. Oliver Eckert. Eliseo Fajardo. Wyatt Friedland.
Wait, stand. Wait. Okay, look. Sit. Up. Nolan Hershka. Roman Lawson. Brandon Martinez. Anthony Norsini. Ivy von Seldenek. Max Thompson. Sean Tiffany. Noah Wallace. Simon Wiener. Elijah Winnie Bowen.
Good morning. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Meadow Pepino, and I'm the head of middle school. This is one of my favorite moments of every year because I get to welcome the exceptional class sitting before us into the middle school. So when I looked at the program, I noticed that Ms. Wainwright and Mr. Sherland had a small typo. It says that Ms. Pepino comes up and welcomes the fourth graders. Let's correct that. Ms. Pepino comes up to welcome the fifth graders. Yes. So when I've been asking them, as I've gotten to know them briefly over the past few weeks and before the ceremony today, what they're excited about, it was things like not walking in a line between classes, walking to numerous classrooms in a day, and we got cut off right there because we were about to start, but I'm pretty sure the next thing was the rigorous academic program. They are so ready for middle school, and I have to be honest with you, I am so blown away and moved by the poem that they just did. I was ready to graduate them from upper school when they did that. I don't even know what happened, but that whole reconfiguration of standing in front of the stage, that alone, I felt like they were ready for college. But then when they did that poem that spoke to who each of you are, where you're from, what your hopes are, I was really, really extraordinarily impressed, and it made me even more excited to welcome each and every one of you into the middle school. I can tell that you're thoughtful, empathetic, inclusive, and ready to figure out more about who you are and what you stand for. So families, I really look forward to partnering with you over the next 4 years. And middle schoolers, let's get ready to have some fun. Welcome. Congratulations.
You know, it's one of those things where sometimes people don't love the microphone, but it's the only place where you can take your mask off in the tent. So it's a new fun spot. So thank you, Mrs. Pepino. This group will definitely take advantage of everything that middle school has to offer. Thank you to our audience for coming here today, and let's have one more big round of applause for the class of 2029. I wish everyone a very happy and a very healthy summer. And now it's time for me to remind the audience to wait just a moment while we let our students recess. Mr. Ware? All right. All right, they're going to head on out to the flagpole.
And you do not have to do your Magnus Tech tomorrow morning.